Damn. Look at you. Fine as shit. So, what we're doing is... Fuck, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, trapping the arm from the underhook side and locking up a bottom side body triangle. If you saw, just ignore that. Forget about that. Alright, so... Trapping someone's arm. And the most efficient way to do it. So... Jiu-Jitsu one-on-one stuff here that you should know. Whenever I fall with my overhook arm on, it's hard to trap my opponent's arms unless you're doing low percentage things like this. It's not the 90s, the shit doesn't work. Unless you're fucking Mika Galvao or something. So if you're on the overhook side, you're gonna punch through strangles. If you're on the underhook side, like a fucking G or a normal person who doesn't suck at jiu-jitsu, you're looking to trap arms. So a lot of times you force this hand to strangle, blah blah blah, and you go to trap arms. I'll show one quick entry how I like to get this cross wrist controlled. One thing I like to do is, a lot of times we're playing here, blah blah blah. I punch a strangle here, right? They can't, and I control this same side wrist. They can't just let me get that arm across, because then they're in danger of getting strangled. So what they're going to do is, they're going to take this wrist and start to pull down on my hand. And then I let them pull my hand down. Once I get this hand in position, I bring it down and I capture this cross wrist. So now once I have this cross wrist, I'm good and I'm in a position to trap the arm. So now from here, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to push this hand down and then throw my leg over. A lot of times it's going to be hard to initially lock your feet. There's space where you just pummel his arm. So to cover that space and to create a closed wedge, what I'm going to do is, I throw this leg over, I grab my own foot so there's no space in between his torso and my foot. So now he can't pummel his hand inside. Now from here, one thing you do not want to do is try to lock a topside triangle, because once I go to lock a topside body triangle, it gives him opportunity and space to pummel this hand inside. So what I'm going to do from here, I'm going to use this hand as a hand assist, and then I don't think you can see, but I'm going to lock a bottom side triangle. Let me try to adjust the camera. I should have had it here. So we're here. I'm going to start from the top. Get my cross wrist here, grab. So my heel is physically on his torso. I'm not an idiot, so I don't want to be like Owen Jones and try to lock the top. Sorry, Owen Jones, and lock a body triangle here. One, it gives him space. Two, the weakness of his lock isn't enforced by anything. When I say that, I mean when I lock a bottom side triangle here, it's hard for him to break this lock because the weight of both of our bodies are on the floor. The weakness of the lock is also being supported by the floor. So I'm here. I hope that made sense. So I'm here. Now from here, once I have his arm trapped, grab the same side wrist. I have a really bad wrist there. And then now from here, I throw in strangles. And this is a common situation. It's called one against none, meaning both of his defensive hands are trapped, and I have one free hand to shimmy my way in, and I strangle the shit out of him with one arm. So, starting from the top, now that you can actually see, I'm here, right? Front and underhook side, because we're trying to trap his arm. Threading the strangle, he brings his hand up, because I have this hand controlled, so he only has one hand. He brings this up. As he pulls it down, I capture the wrist, I throw my leg up. It might be hard to lock up at first, the full body triangle. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to grab my foot and then eliminate any space between my heel and his torso. So once I have it here, I'm not going to lock a topside triangle. That's just creating unnecessary space and movement towards his escape. So I'm going to lock up a bottom side body triangle, control his hand. However I control it, I can pin it back here, or just grab the meat of his hand, which I recommend. and then you have a one-arm strangle when it gets done. So yeah, another video. I'm really tired, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and yeah, peace.
You won't always be able to lock a body triangle on your partner while you have their hand trapped, but if you can lock a body triangle on your partner while you have their hand trapped, it's much better than just crossing your ankles. So my whole thing is to always to lock a body triangle. It's very important that we look at the situation. We're on the underhook side. I can't lock a body triangle to the top side for this. Why? Because if I try to lock, that would require me to take my top leg off of his arm, my left leg in this case. If my top leg comes off of his arm, he's just going to unlock, he's just going to free his hand. So I have to lock a body triangle to the bottom side. Okay, we're going to go over this more in detail in a second. So I have to lock to the bottom side so that my left leg can come across his body, my top leg can come across his body, keep his hand trapped, and that will allow me to actually lock into a full body triangle. Okay, and as this is happening, notice I'm constantly attacking his neck. So he's distracted by the attacks in the neck with the strangle, and notice my legs subtly scoot across here. And then I reach down, he's thick through the waist, so I needed to use a hand assist to pull my leg up. And now I have a full body triangle locked, his hand's trapped, and we're on the bottom side.
Oh!